There's a lot of mystery and quite a few theories surrounding Phase 4 and the future of the MCU. And with the recent release of the trailer for The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, we have some questions about Zemo. Welcome watchers of the Marvel Multiverse. This is the new voice of the Marvelous Wave. Let us observe all that occurs. Let's start off with just who Zemo is in the comics and in the MCU. In Marvel Comics, Baron Zemo is a title held by the Nazi scientist Heinrich Zemo and later by his son Helmut Zemo. Heinrich was an adversary of Captain America and the Howling Commandos during World War II. He was well known for his brilliant and sadistic inventions such as androids, disintegration rays, and large-scale death rays. He became infamous throughout Europe and even Germany, where he was known to have tested his devices on German towns. Due to this notoriety, Heinrich donned the purple hood that Zemo is known for today, so he could gain some anonymity and continue his research. But after a fight with Captain America, this became a permanent feature. Zemo attempted to unveil Adhesive X, a glue that cannot be dissolved or removed. During the fight, Captain America threw his shield, destroying the limited supply of Adhesive X. The vat spilled onto Baron Zemo, permanently fusing his mask to his face. At this point, it would become a permanent feature and icon to the character. Sometime after Heinrich Zemo's death due to a rock slide that he accidentally caused while fighting Captain America, his son Helmut would eventually take up the title of Baron Zemo, making him the 13th in line to take this title. He began his career as a supervillain Phoenix, seeking to avenge the death of his father. He tracks down and captures Captain America and is about to drop him into a boiling vat of Adhesive X when the Falcon comes in just in time. The following fight ends up with Zemo being knocked into the vat and not to be seen again for a few years. When he returns, he has donned the purple hood in the memory of his father and to hide the disfiguring scars that Adhesive X left him with. He once again returned with his goal to defeat Captain America and to avenge his father. Although this story may differ wildly from our current Baron Zemo in the MCU, perhaps we may see some parallels pulled for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. In the MCU, Helmut Zemo was a Sokovian colonel and leader of a Special Forces kill squad known as EKO Scorpion. After the Battle of Sokovia in Age of Ultron and the fall of the city Novigrad, Zemo became a terrorist to take on the Avengers and avenge the death of his family. He puts his feelings towards the Avengers quite simply by saying, "I told my wife, don't worry, they're fighting in the city, we're miles from harm. When the dust cleared and the screaming stopped, it took me 2 days until I found their bodies. My father's still holding my wife and son in his arms, and the Avengers, they went home." As a man who holds no love and nothing but contempt for superpowered beings, no matter the story, revenge will always be his motivation. In Captain America Civil War, he carries out his first plan to destroy superpowered individuals and tear apart the Avengers. For all who remember, he does have some partial success in this. The Avengers disband and half of them end up as fugitives. So it seems that because he was unable to destroy the Avengers, it appears he is now continuing to pursue that goal in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What might be very interesting to come out of this, though, is more information on just who Baron Zemo is. I believe we could see a possibility of his father's influence on his life, possibly taking up a similar role to Heinrich as a former Sokovia soldier instead. And with that, could his father have inspired the purple mask as well? In memory of him and his family, Baron Zemo dons it to take on the remaining Avengers. Could this also mean that we get to see some flashbacks into Zemo's time in the Sokovian armed forces? And with that, could we also see other instances where his hatred for superpowered individuals comes into play? And could there be a possibility that Zemo even uses his title to bring back Hydra with a new goal to destroy the superheroes in this universe? This is, however, only one theory of why Zemo may don the purple mask. Some have speculated that he has taken inspiration from Thanos himself, since the mask is making its debut after Endgame and Zemo's own return after the blip. Perhaps Zemo survived the snap, and during that time learned of the events in Infinity War and found inspiration in Thanos. It is also possible that the snap provided him a means of escape from the Joint Counter-Terrorist Center, being able to get out during the confusion and loss of so many people. And if this is the case, could this be where the series starts, flashing back to Zemo's life during the blip, if he was in fact not snapped? Could he have used this time to learn about the Avengers' failure against Thanos, prepare to use that information to take down whatever heroes may be left, but ultimately fail to get his plans rolling because of the events of Endgame? Perhaps he is enacting his plans now in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We will just have to wait and see how he enacts those plans and if he uses the Flag Smasher and possibly Songbird to accomplish them. Zemo is a very interesting villain in Marvel Comics, and the MCU has taken his base and turned him into an interesting and problematic villain for the Avengers and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Despite him being just a man, he will be a challenge for Sam and Bucky, and even a possible ally. And with all the wildly different theories for what inspires him to keep up his fight and don the mask, no matter who he may be, he will be a dangerous villain. What do you think inspires Zemo's mask? With all the speculation, what do you think Zemo's role will be in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier? Will he be a help or a hindrance to Sam and Bucky? Or possibly a little bit of both? Thank you so much for watching. Please like this